Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing good by the grace of God. Today I've come to share a small message with you, which has been burning in my heart. This message I have entitled, After the Pandemic. See, many people do not see or cannot see life after the pandemic. They think that this is all that there is nothing after the pandemic. That's why today I come to tell you that after the pandemic, life continues. If not on this earth, life continues after death. That's why the physical death is not the end, but only a doorway to the next life. Only a doorway to the next life. If we can get our Bibles and read Mark 4, verse 35 to 40. I have my Bible here, so I'm going to read. Mark 4:35 says, "On the same day, when evening had come, he said to them, 'Let us cross over to the other side.' Now when they had left the multitude, they took him along in the boat as he was, and other little boats were also with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boat, so that it was already filling. But he was in the stern asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, 'Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?' Then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, 'Peace, be still.' And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. But he said to them, 'Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith?'" Before I go any further, I want to say this, that this passage teaches us that even in the midst of the storm, Jesus is still in control. Now, I have prepared my message in a way that I will speak about the before, the now, and the after. So in Mark 4, verse 35, we can see that Jesus was teaching all day. He was teaching a crowd who came to hear him. And probably because of that crowd, he got into the boat in order to deliver his message so that all will be able, if not, so that most, if not all, will be able to hear him clearly. Now, in this place where Jesus was, it is here that he taught of many parables. It is here that he taught about the parable of the sower, the parable of the lamp under the basket, which many of us know, the parable of the growing seed, and the parable of the mustard seed. A total of 4 parables that I have counted. We can say that the business was going well, the ministry was increasing. Many people were healed as a result of this. Many people came to listen to him as a result of this. Just like us, before 2020, we had many great plans. Before 2020, life was well. We were healthy. There was no issue. We made plans to travel. We made plans to explore. Businesses were increasing. But then suddenly, Jesus was taken by the disciple into the boat as he was. Meaning that Jesus did not get time to prepare himself. He did not get time to eat, to sleep. He did not get time to shower. He did not get time to rest. Suddenly, they set sail, and the windstorm came against them, causing the water to be agitated, and the waves to start beating against the boat, and the boat start filling up with water. And the disciples who were expert fishermen, they started panicking, because to them they saw no way out. Though they were experienced, though they were very skillful, though this experience and skills had saved them many times before, but in this situation, they were limited. And they thought there was no way out. Just like some today do not see a way out of this pandemic, do not see life after the pandemic. Today, we are hit by the waves and the windstorm of the pandemic. We are hit by the windstorm of COVID. Many people have lost their lives. Many dreams died. Many businesses closed. Many people became addicted. And many others became suicidal. Through this confinement, many people experience loneliness in a way that they never experienced it before. And some are asking, where is God in this situation? Has God abandoned the world? Has God relinquished control? Has God bailed the sin? Has He left us altogether? My question to you is this: where was Jesus when the disciples were going through the storm? Jesus was in the boat with them. Just like God is with us in this boat, or in this pandemic boat, comforting the sick, comforting those who have lost people, who are going through difficulties and issues. God is with us in this pandemic boat. And so with this, you can say, how can there be an after? I'm here to tell you that because this pandemic was, because the storm was only for a moment, because it came and it went, I believe that this pandemic is also for a moment. As it came, so will it be gone. God is going to do away with this pandemic. I believe that God is going to do away with this pandemic. Why do I believe that? Because the scripture shows me that after this situation, Jesus and his disciples went on preaching, went on healing, went on doing good. Even though not long ago they were in a very difficult situation. Even though right now we are going through a very difficult situation with this pandemic, tomorrow it will be over. This is the message that I came to share with you today from the book of Mark. And I pray and I hope that you will receive this message and be encouraged to know that there is a tomorrow. There is an after. And after this pandemic, there is an after. Even if the night lingers as much as it can, in the morning the sun will rise.